Hey everybody, listen, did you know that the Social Security Administration has a feature on their website where you can go and check out the popularity of baby names going back a long way, going back all the way to 1879? Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's kind of cool. You just go to ssa.gov and this page will pop up there. It might change by the time you get there because everybody changes everything every 2 weeks, but this is the way it looks right now. You click on this cute little baby's face, and it's going to show you some popular names from now, but we're going to skip that and go down over here. And I want to do something. I want to go to the year that I was born, which was 1955. I know, it's a long time ago. Not exactly covered wagon days, but it's a while ago. You know, it was only 48 states in 1955 when I was born. And no man or woman had been in outer space. No earthling had yet been in outer space. So here we are, 1955. We'll scroll right down. Oh, we don't need to scroll down. Look at the name Dennis right there in 23rd place. Very popular name back in 1955. In good company there with Stephen and Timothy and Gregory and Edward. Very popular name, Dennis. 23rd. Let's jump ahead just 10 years to 1965. All right, well, here we are in 1965, and Dennis has slipped a little bit to 44th place. 44th place. That's fine. No, nothing to worry about there. Let's jump ahead another 10 years. Now, here it is, 1975, and Dennis has now slipped to 59th place. It continues to drop. And look, right on the trail of Dennis is Jesse and Frank. You remember from Jesse and Frank James, Jesse James, the James gang back in the 1870s? They robbed a bunch of banks and trains and left a trail of death and bloodshed in their wake. Anyway, their names are catching up to Dennis in 1975. Let's jump ahead to 1985. All right, well, here it is, 1985, and now Dennis has dropped out of the top 100. It's in 103rd place. This is not good. This is not good. Let's go again another 10 years. Now here we are in 1995, and Dennis has now dropped to 185th place, just ahead of Edwin. Holy capoly. Let's go ahead another 10 years. Oh my gosh, look. Here we are, 2005. This is the new century, 2005, and the name Dennis has skipped the 200s completely, and now it's just dropped to 317th place. Look, the name Lane has jumped in front of Dennis. The name Lane, you know, like on a freeway, you have a lane, the HOV lane, or in the grocery store, you have the express lane. 15 items or less. That name has jumped ahead of Dennis. This is a precipitous dive. Let's jump ahead again. Not to 2015. We're going to skip 2015 and go right to 2018 and see what's going on. Look at this. The year 2018. And the name Dennis has dropped out of the top 500. It's in 556th place. 556th place. 556th place. You know what I want to do? I want to read you some of the names that have jumped ahead of Dennis in popularity. And we'll just get started with that. Ryder. Ryland. Kylan is just ahead of Dennis at 549. Skyler. Riker. Iker, I-K-E-R, is in 279th place. Brody. Brady. Bradley. You know, Bradley Cooper, that's a cool name. Brantley. Braden. Braylon. Now, it sounded like I said the same name twice, but one was E-N and one was O-N. And each spelling of its name gets its own ranking. This listing is spelling specific. So let's continue. Maxwell. Maximilian. Maximiliano. Maximus. You know, like Maximus Prime from the Transformers. The true leader of the Decepticons. Max. Just the nickname Max. It used to be a nickname. Now it's an actual name. It's moved from the nickname column over into the given name column, and Max is more popular than Dennis. A lot of nicknames are like that. Max, Dax, Jax, Fax. Okay, Fax is not one really true. Fax is not in there. I was just seeing if you were still with me. Fax is a type of machine that was popular back when the name Dennis was popular. But those others are all actual names. Dax, Jax, and Max. They're all cool names. The X's are very popular these days. Xavier is in 88th place. That's a very popular name. Xander with an X or Xander with a Z. Either one of those is more popular than Dennis. Abraham, as in Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln, as in Abraham Lincoln. Or as in Lincoln Continental, the car. Bentley, that's another car. The Bentley Continental GT. The name Bentley is more popular than Dennis. The Hudson, that's an old car. Remember the car, the Hudson from the movie Cars? They made it popular back again then. Doc Hudson, remember that? Even parts of cars have things that are more popular. The name Axle is more popular than Dennis. Actually, they spelled it wrong there. The axle, the part of the car, would be AXLE, but people spelled it wrong. Chase, like you have a car chase. The name Chase is more popular than Dennis. Case, as in like mental case or legal case. Cade, with a C or Cade with a K. Caden, 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 or Caden. I don't know if I get the right amount, but there's 6 ways you can spell Caden, and they're all more popular than Dennis. It's a very popular name, Caden. Cason, 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 Kyson, Tyson, Bryson, Tyson the boxer. I forgot to say Tyson the boxer. Tyson, Bryson with a C. All very popular. You know what? I'm sorry I'm saying the word popular so much, but I don't know how else to say this. You know what's not a popular name? Popeye. Popeye is not popular. Popeye is not a popular proper name. There's never been a Pope Popeye. I did my research. All right, let's continue. Jalen, with a Y-L-E-N. Jaden, Jaden, Aiden, Aiden, Aiden. 3 ways to spell Aiden, I guess. Eden, Eden, like the Garden of Eden. Cain, from the Garden of Eden. Of course, that was spelled a little bit differently. Abel, also from the Garden of Eden. And Adam is way up there, I'm sure. Cain and Abel and Adam. Eve is not a popular name for boys. Not at this time. Hayden, Raiden, Zayden, Zayden with a Y, Zane, that's a popular name, Zane with a Y, Zane with a Y-N-E, and Zion, all more popular than Dennis. A lot more popular than Dennis. Lucas, the name Lucas with a K or Lucas with a C, right? And if you don't like the S at the end of Lucas, you can just chop it off and have the name be Luca. And that's a lot more popular than Dennis these days. Luca, it's actually at 106th place. It's a very popular name. The name Luciano, kind of like off Luca there. Luciano. It used to be a last name. Remember Lucky Luciano, the mobster from the 1940s? Anyway, that is a last name that is now a more popular first name than the name Dennis. Luciano. Lucky Luciano. Lucky is not a popular first name. Not yet. A lot of last names have moved over from the last name column into the first name column, and they're more popular than Dennis. Some of the names that I'm going to talk about here. Sullivan, more popular than Dennis as a first name. Finnegan. Finnegan. And if you like the name Finnegan, but you think it's a little bit too long, Finn, F-I-N-N. That's more popular than Dennis. And if you like that, but you want to jazz it up a little bit, Finley. Finley too. It's a very popular name. A lot of last names are popular. Jackson, remember the president from the $20 bill? He did more than that, but that's where you've probably seen him the most. And if you like the name Jackson, but you don't want to spell it like the president, there's other ways you can spell it. Jackson with an X. Jackson with an XS. Jackson, well, that's a little bit different, but there's a little twist on the Jackson thing. Jackson, Braxton, Daxton, Paxton. All popular names. They're more popular than Dennis. The name Maverick is very popular. It's number 73, Maverick. It was a TV show that started in 1957. I used to watch it when I was 2 years old. I remember watching it when I was 2 years old. He carried a rifle. It was a Remington. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Remington. Remington is a popular name now. More popular than Dennis. It's at 245th place in 2018 here. Remington. Cannon. That's a popular name. More popular than Dennis. Cannon. It's a preferred weapon of pirates. Yeah. Who is the most famous pirate? Right? Blackbeard. Blackbeard. Which I'm happy to report is not a popular baby name for a boy or for a girl at this point. The name Major. Major. That's a popular name. More popular than Dennis. It's 350. Major, it's a rank in the military or an adjective one might use to describe a catastrophe. I like the name Major. I think it's pretty cool. But you know what I would prefer? I would prefer Commander. Yeah, but that's not that popular just right now. But that's what I would prefer. I prefer to be named Commander. A lot of place names. Place names have now moved into first name territory, and some of them are more popular than Dennis. Dakota. That's a popular boy's name. Dakota is a region in the northern part of the United States. There are states up there. There's North Dakota and South Dakota. Now North Dakota is not a popular name, or South Dakota is not a popular name for a boy, but Dakota is. There's also city names that are more popular. Memphis is at 452nd place. Dallas is more popular than Dennis. Phoenix, that city in Arizona. And if you don't know where these places are, you can look in a big book called Atlas. Atlas, which is, by the way, the Atlas is a name that's more popular than Dennis. It's 291 place, 291st place. Now, New Jersey is a state in the United States. That's not a popular name. That's not a popular name for boys. But there's a bunch of cities in New Jersey that are popular the names. Trenton, Camden, or Princeton. All of those are cities in New Jersey that are popular names. Princeton's also a college. If you like the name Princeton, but you think it's a little bit too long, just the name Prince. The name Prince alone is in 318th place. More popular for a baby boy's name than Dennis. If you don't think Prince is a high enough ranking, but you want the name to, be a little King. The name King is much more popular than Dennis. King is 150th place. And Ace, also Ace, that's another deck in the cards. It's in 255th place. So Ace, King, or Jack, all of those, most of the cards needed in poker to make a royal flush are more popular than the name Dennis. Royal, by the way, Royal is a more popular name. Royal is in 483rd place. Flush is not in there. Flush is not a popular name. Poker, for those of you who don't know, is a game of skill and chance. I like to play poker. Chance. By the way, Chance is a popular name. Chance is more popular than Dennis by a long shot. Colt. The name Colt, it's a baby horse. That's more popular than Dennis. Colton with a C or Colton with a K. Jay, like a blue jay, the bird. That's more popular. J. Jace with an S or Jace with a C. Or Jace with a Y-C-E. Jason. Jason is in 339th place. Eli. Elias. Elijah. Elion. And Elliot or Elliot. One or two T's. Or I guess, I don't know. The one with two T's has two L's. I don't know. But they're both more popular than Dennis. Now, I mentioned presidents before. Presidents Lincoln and Jackson. President names, last names are very popular for first names for boys. Taylor, Tyler, Grant. Grant's at 182nd place. Harrison is very popular. Polk Polk is not. Polk is not a popular name. No. Now, Apollo was not a president. There's never been a president Apollo, but he is a Greek god. He was a Greek god, and he was the son of Zeus, and he was the god of archery. The god of archery. By the way, Archer, the name Archer is more popular than Dennis. It's in 239th place. And you remember the story of the archer, William Tell, who had to shoot the apple off his son's head? That was a pretty cool story. That was a legend, though. Legend, the name Legend, is a popular name. It's in 217th place. One of the legends of Greek mythology is that Apollo turned himself into a boar in order to kill Adonis. Adonis is a more popular name than Dennis. It really is. 336th place. Apollo is also the name of the space program that went to the moon. Remember that back in the day? Do you remember who was the president when Apollo 11 landed on the moon back in 1969? It was Nixon. Yeah, Nixon. Nixon is more popular. The name Nixon is more popular than Dennis. It's at 503rd place. Nixon. And we're out.